According to everyone's common understanding, wealthy people can buy anything and everything they want with just a snap. While that might be true, it doesn't often mean the rich are dropping dollar bills left and right. In fact, it's actually the other way around. Aside from the occasional indulgence, they can be quite frugal. Most financially successful people are those that are born from successfully keeping a close eye on their budgets and bank balances. They rarely waste money on goods and services that don't benefit them and don't offer much in return for them. With that said, here are some of the things the rich avoid when it comes to their money. Number 1. Lottery tickets. It's easy to start imagining what you can do with money once you win the lottery. From boats, cars, to expensive high-end brands, mansions, and vacations, you can afford anything once you hit the winning numbers and $1 million suddenly falls into your lap. But here's the truth. If you want to strike rich, you should at all possible avoid the sirens of lottery. This kind of method is a sure way to burn money fast. This is why the rich don't indulge themselves in weekly stops at the convenience store lotto line. Here's the thing most people don't get. The odds are literally stacked against you. They are, and will never be in your favor. Here's an example of the math. A Powerball ticket costs $2 with no add-ons. This price allows you to choose 5 lottery numbers between 1 and 69, as well as one Powerball number. Now that might not seem like a big deal, but to win, you need to match the Powerball number with the drawing. The winnings increase as you match regular lotto numbers with those that are drawn as well. In doing so, you spend more money and flushes more down the drain. Don't waste your hard-earned money on chances that don't have a favorable income. Instead, put it towards wealth-building goals like investments, retirement, or even college tuition. Number 2. Bank fees. Like every business in the world, no one does anything for free. This is the way the world works. And just like the others, banks too charge fees for their services. For example, a lot of banks require monthly maintenance fees for certain amounts. In fact, according to the Center for Responsible Lending, America's largest banks are known to charge more than $11 billion in 2019 on overdraft fees alone. That's a lot of money. Of course, that doesn't even mean taking into account monthly maintenance fees, ATM fees, and other sundry charges. Different banks have different policies, especially because it's related to when it comes to or how much you need to have in your checking or savings account. Such reasons for that is to encourage people to deposit more money, which in turn gives the banks more capital to work and grow their business. To avoid such fees, the rich make sure to have moderate control of their checking account for routine withdrawals like paying bills. Number 3. Interest on credit cards. In movies, a credit card is seen as a privilege. With just one swipe, you can immediately buy anything you want. In fact, this is similar to eating from a tub of ice cream. The first time you try it, you might feel a little guilty for trying, but once you start doing it, it becomes too convenient that you can't stop. Sure, you might see rich people swiping their cards, but you won't catch wealthy people getting high credit card interest. They know for a fact that it's a waste of money. The easiest way to avoid having a high interest is not to go over the limit and to pay your statement when it comes. If you are carrying a balance, transfer, or consolidate your debt to a credit card with 0% introductory APR, just be sure to pay off your balance before the promotional period ends, and make sure to settle your accounts before the special time finishes. Number 4. Inflated interest rate. As of October 2020, America's average FICO or Fair Isaac Corporation score had hit 711, its highest mark since they created the credit risk scoring system and started tracking statistics. This is according to the data collected by Experian. Because of that, a clean credit record makes sure to give diligent customers more than just bragging rights. This is where the credit scores come in. They play a leading role in determining your interest rate for auto loans, mortgages, and more. This means that by having a higher credit score, you can save hundreds or thousands of dollars in interest over the life of the loan. Ultimately, this means that a higher limit will reduce your credit scores, and the percentage of available credits you are using could in the end boost your score. Number 5. Late fees. Here's a thing you would probably never realize. and that is rich people hate paying their late fees. Just like everyone around the world, no one likes to pay fees when they miss a payment or bill, especially rich people. They hate it the most, since they know for a fact that getting late fees can chip away their bank balances and credit scores. In fact, paying late can cost a lot, especially to those who pay off their balances every month. Every procrastination carries its own penalty as well. That's one of the reasons why they're diligent about setting up credible payments and make sure to schedule them based on a deadline. Take David Bach's word for it, the author of Smart Woman Finish Rich, as he narrates that late fees can add up to a fortune. Number 6. Extended warranties. There are probable moments in your life where a sales lady has asked you if you would want to purchase an extended warranty. According to Consumer Reports, a rich person knows an incredible simple answer to that, and that is no. The fact is simple: extended warranties are overpriced. Take Dave Ramsey, an expert and radio talk show host, who says that there are reasons people sell them, and that is because they make a bundle on them in commissions. People want the most value from purchased products, and extended warranties may give you a sense of them. It isn't really worth your money. Let's talk facts. In an analysis done by Consumer Reports, retailers keep 50% or more of what they charge, especially on extended warranties. So how do the rich avoid them? It's easy. They research beforehand on which extended warranty do they say yes or no. They also compare the cost of other potential repairs and the extended warranty. Number 7. Overpriced homes. Although rich people are known to purchase extravagant houses in fancy New Beverly Hills, rich people also have their own home buying budget and also look for deals. Rich people make sure that what they're getting has the most value for their money and doesn't let them regret their choices. This means that just like everyone else, rich people are also meant to bargain with the price list. Most of the wealthy individuals focus more on purchasing a property as an income rather than a place to put down roots. This means that if you end up hating the house, it still has a considerably high price if sold in the market. Number 8. Low interest savings account. There's nothing worse than putting your money on one spot and not watch it grow. A lot of us eventually prefer savings other than credit because it's secure and easier to pull out money when you need it. But wouldn't you like to see additional pennies on your interest as well? If your answer is yes, then the first thing you have to do is to find a savings account that has high interest. A regular savings account doesn't earn a lot of interest and has a meager 0.06% as of 2021. As such, there is a stark difference between what you can expect from a high-yielding savings account. Most people prefer online banks since they offer the highest return rates because they don't really have lower overhead costs. If you're looking to boost your wealth, the first step is to make wise decisions with money and explore more saving account options. Number 9. Impulse buying. There's nothing that the rich hate more than impulse buying. Although there are times that it might be alluring to buy a phone or even purchase the newest car on the lot, but making a purchase on impulse is something that you will never see a wealthy person do. A statement from Warren Buffett notes that if you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell things you need. Successful people are planners and organizers that do not buy impulse purchases. In terms of growing your wealth, an important place to start is to analyze and look over your spending habits and recognize when you need to spend and when you don't need to. One of the most common ways people get into financial trouble is through unnecessary spending that not only drags their budget down, but also stops their wealth from improving. With people struggling to get by this year, it's a good opportunity to learn some tips and tricks offered by the rich when it comes to managing your finances and breaking the habit of spending on things you don't need.